For this last section, I'll share a synthesis of information from the previous sections. I'll share some take-home messages, giving tips of mapping out your year, and tell you where to find additional resources for integrating art into your math class. To recap, in the first section we discussed why art and math, and what makes for a quality task. In the next section we chorded the cross using multiple different methods, and we learned a little bit of fractions along the way. In the following section, we looked at tessellations, and how to ensure that we're getting across crucial math content through this fun and ancient activity. Then we turned to algebra and learned how to use student original designs to learn and prove theorems about slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. After that, we examined ways of integrating other types of art into your math class, including writing, reading, and music. So these tasks are great. But what can we learn and generalize about math and art? I present to you some opportunities as well as challenges. An analysis of the tasks show the following. Art enhances engagement and allows for universal access. It also confers agency upon students as the doer of mathematics. The tasks use the student designs to make conjectures and prove things about math. There are some challenges as well. Art activities are often tangentially related to standards, and if we're not intentional, we may miss them entirely. And as great as art activities are on their own, and they are, we need to ensure that we're also getting across crucial mathematics content. Art items are also often time-consuming. A single product may overlap across several class periods. I'll offer some guidance on that in a moment. So yeah, challenges around standards and time. The time to think about integrating art into your math class isn't the week before. It's honestly not even the month before. It's at the beginning of the year. My recommendation to every school that has in-service time before school starts is this. Give teachers 3 hours to open up their curriculum maps, their standards, their scopes and sequences, lay it all out. Map out the year and identify moments throughout the year that align particularly well with an art task. Most teachers know roughly when they're teaching transformations. That's a great time to put in a tessellations task. My recommendation is to put it on your calendar. Yes, months in advance. It's okay if things move around and you have to shift it by a day or two. That's fine, but get it on your calendar. In fact, I give this advice to teachers using any kind of inquiry-based approach. Plan for it early, and so you're not just trying to fit it in after the fact. Or worse, you end up not prioritizing it and skipping it entirely. So put these tasks on the old calendar. Alternatively, you could commit to sort of a regular art integration, say once a month. This is probably less intimidating, but also then you'd sort of lose control of which standards you're designing the art task for. As for grading, art is very difficult to grade. I would say consider crafting a rubric, or use someone else's. PBL Works has freely available rubrics for several grade levels that focus on creativity and innovation. Take a look at those and steal a row or two from the rubric. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And if I could offer some advice, err on the side of giving full credit provided sufficient effort. Think of these art activities as a way to bring in more students into the math experience. And don't let a grade be the barrier between a student and the discipline of math. The last takeaway I'd like to leave you with is a return to our triangle. Math experiences consist of the following elements: academic safety, effective facilitation, and quality tasks. These three are the three things we want to make sure we're attending to. And with every art task, every math task, we want to make sure we're sufficiently adhering to all three. Thank you for watching this video on integrating art into your math class. You can find all of the tasks shared across the entire video and gobs of other stuff at emergentmath.com/mathart. And while you're there, feel free to poke around other lessons, check out my problem-based curriculum maps, and my mini-series on crafting a syllabus and the 4 types of math tasks. I'd like to once again thank the Castle for providing me the opportunity to create this video. I'm Jeff Krall, thanks for watching, and thank you for providing such rich, creative mathematical opportunities for your students.